Hey, you want to see something scary? Everyone's favorite network, MTV, is launching a new television series called Happy Land, and it's all about incest. New MTV motto, Incest is hot. Forthcoming teen show features sibling perversion. For those who predict the coming collapse of Western civilization, there's always MTV for proof. At this year's Television Critics Association summer tour in Hollywood, MTV put on a panel discussion for the press with the cast and creators of a forthcoming series called Happy Land. The female star of the show, actress Bianca Santos, announced the new MTV motto for the show, Incest is hot. We're going to have fun. So just when I think our society can't get any more decadent or insane, well, MTV comes along with a new television show. It's for kids, well, teens, and it's about incest. But it's a comedy, so it's okay. From the company that brings your kids this and this. Much like the analogy of boiling a frog in water, we have slowly been conditioned to accept this idea, this perversion, this idea of incest. It's actually been in many of our movies and television shows throughout the years. There's been an increase on it over the last few years, as there's really been an increase in all kinds of debauchery really on television and in movies and just media in general. If you're not familiar with the old story of the frog in boiling water, it's a great analogy even to kind of where we're at today with the whole idea of people being so-called sheep or people being asleep, not being awake. How does that happen? It's the same way you boil a frog in water. You don't throw them in boiling hot water. You put them in comfortable water. Then you slowly turn it up. Just every now and then slowly turn it up to where it never quite realizes what's happening. Well, that's the way that mind games are played on us. This is predictive programming, social engineering, all forms of mind control. That's what media is all about. This is constantly happening to us. So keeping this in mind, the idea of the frog in the boiling water, slowly turning it up, slowly putting things into people's minds, slowly layering these ideas into us throughout the years, media, TV, movies, whatever. It's all there. We're slowly being programmed in all kinds of ways. The one we're covering today, of course, is incest. So once again, it might be a surprise. You're like, well, I don't really remember seeing that in anything, and it's not really any movies or TV shows I can think of. Absolutely it is. But just to give you an idea of how often incest is actually put inside of our films on some level, I want to go ahead and show you a few examples of some movies that incest is actually one of the themes. Sometimes it's the main driving theme, sometimes it's a subplot. Either way, it's always there. So check this out. Here's a short list of just some of the movies out there pushing or promoting the idea of incest. Chinatown, Lone Star, 1,000 Acres, U-Turn, Eve's Bayou, Devil's Advocate, The Sweet Hereafter, How I Live Now, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, The Rocky Horror Picture Show, Kate and Leopold, Van Helsing, Old Boy, Borat, very nice, Caligula, check out the one-eye symbol, Blades of Glory, check out the one-eye symbol, Harold and Kumar, Escape from Guantanamo Bay, The Crow, that's my boy, The Royal Tenenbaums, The Royal Tenenbaums, The Royal Tenenbaums, The Manchurian Candidate, The Manchurian Candidate, Twin Peaks, Fire Walk With Me. And that's just a short list, just trying to give you an example of how often that theme actually does show up in a lot of our media. And just figure if you're one of these types that sit around watching movies and TV shows all the time for years and years of your life, just consider all the programming that's taken place. And that's just one example of one form of programming. So of course now we have MTV and they're going to run with it. They're taking this to the teens, to the kids. It's going to be a teen comedy romance about incest. This network has a long history of promoting these Luciferian ideas satanic ideas. Essentially, every show really is all about do as thou wilt. So do as thou wilt is the whole of the law on the network MTV. Hey, thanks for watching.